No, it's a damp and chilly Monday after a damp and chilly Sunday. So we're just kind of keep rolling it on here. It's windy and brighter tomorrow, but it's going to feel like winter come tomorrow. More rain chances later this week, so we're not really done with the rain just yet. We have seen a lot of it so far this month. Looking at Storm Tracker 6 with their multi-sweep scan, the steadiest rain right now is south of the city. So in Dover, Delaware, you've got rain in Millville, in Atlantic City and Surf City. In the city itself, it's a passing sprinkle in the Lehigh Valley, enough to make it feel like some on and off showers. And yes, even a couple ice pellets. Why not? Up in the Poconos and the higher elevations, just a sign of some of that colder air kind of waiting in the wings here. Satellite and radar showing that even through the day, I think the heaviest will be trending to the south. I'm kind of looking at these cells down to the southwest. That looks like they'll kind of glide south of the city out here. So we have on and off showers in the city, a little heavier south of the city. 38 degrees. The temperature right now in Allentown, you're just at the freezing mark in the Poconos, 42 in the city, 51 right now in Cape May with a little bit of a breeze. So just kind of feeling like a raw and nasty day with temperatures holding in the 40s all day. So some on and off showers at 8 at 41, a little steadier south of the city. At noon, a little damp and chilly, 42, 47 at 4. Looks like we'll still have some light rain, kind of comes back into the area. At 8 o'clock, mostly dry, cloudy skies and 44. So temps reach to the upper 40s, but not until pretty late in the day today, Alyssa.
Well, it doesn't sound like a very fun morning commute in. I know I didn't love it. The streets were very wet. It was raining, and that has caused some accidents already early this morning. Biggest one we're watching right now is out in Burlington, New Jersey on I-295. This is northbound just before Florence Columbus Road. 2 left lanes are blocked there as they continue to clean up that crash that happened. And as you see, as more people are headed out onto the road, things are slowing down a bit if you're headed northbound. So if you don't want to sit behind that, maybe take the turnpike for the next little bit while they continue cleaning up that crash. The Route 42 freeway, this is our busiest camera so far this morning. We already have a steady line of traffic, it looks like, of people headed northbound toward the city, slower southbound. And over here on this on-ramp toward 295 northbound, there's this disabled tractor trailer. It's been there for a little bit now. Looks like it's off into the shoulder, but just be on the lookout for that, especially while it's dark and wet outside. Be careful as you enter that ramp. And just wet streets is the theme of this morning. I think this camera really shows you just how wet things are, even the major roads. The Vine Street Expressway looks just very wet right now. Lots of people headed eastbound on the Vine, or westbound on the Vine rather, this morning. And the Schuylkill, there were some accidents earlier. Those have cleared, but one of those mornings, Matt, you'll probably want to slow down a little bit and take your time.
You got it. Thanks, Alyssa.
I mean, it's not right. That is so chilly out there too, with the rain coming down, not just today, but staying in the 40s the next couple days. Today, tomorrow, barely out of the 40s on Wednesday. Satellite and radar showing it's not a lot of significant rain right now in the city or north and west. It's really south and east of the city where it's steady, but you get the idea. Looking at everybody's got a little something, whether it be a little drizzle, a little spotty shower, or some steadier rain down to the south. And as we're heading out the door, temperatures are in the low 40s this morning, which is not atypical of what we'd see this time of year. The trouble is they don't climb. They kind of hold off through much of the first half of the day in the low 40s, climbing to the upper 40s late this afternoon. But we're going to keep some rain chances through the day. The heaviest is south. In the city and northwest suburbs, I would describe it more as some on and off showers, just enough to make it feel kind of damp and chilly out here. We do get a little impulse of energy that brings a little bit more rain into the city coming late this afternoon with a quick high of 47. So much of the day in the low 40s today, really feeling chilly. Tomorrow, sunny and cold. We have that sunshine back, especially the first half of the day. I think through the afternoon, some clouds well up, but it's still pretty nice. Except the high is 47. Wind chills tomorrow in the 20s and 30s. And then we drop below freezing Tuesday night. We at least climb out of the 40s by Wednesday and keep the sunshine. So Wednesday's not too bad. We'll talk more about that. And next weekend in that 7-day forecast, got Passover in the forecast. We'll talk about that in a few minutes. Aliana and Matt.
All right.
They took the words right out of my mouth, Aliana. Here's Karen Rogers and Alysa Bainbridge in for Matt Palmer.
It feels like a Monday, Karen.
It feels like a Monday. It is damp. It is chilly out there. You sick of the rain just yet? We've had a lot of it lately, and that continues out there today. You want to grab the umbrellas for the kids as you're heading out on the bus stop. So we do have some on and off showers this morning. It's not very heavy unless you're along the coastline this morning, but a couple of showers here or there, enough to make it feel damp and chilly this morning. 41 degrees at time of pickup. Then we stay in the 40s all day. At time of drop off for the kids, it's 44. I think late in the afternoon into the evening, we bounce up to 47, but even still, that's well below average with some light rain arrive at the end of the day as well. Storm Tracker 6 showing the steadiest rain through Dover, through Millville, through Cape May, Atlantic City, and that's where it's going to be today. Other than that, we've got a couple of spotty showers near the city and near Reading as you're heading out. In fact, even some snowfall if you head outside of our region, up in Scranton, up in Williamsport. Just a sign of that colder air today waiting in the wings. In fact, the temperature's 32 in the city. You're just at 38 in Allentown, 42 in the city, a milder 51 in Cape May, where that rain is coming down pretty good. So the high in the Lehigh Valley, 42 with some on and off showers around. It's damp and chilly in the city, and 47 with some steadier, heavier rain along the coast, and 51 degrees. No 60s where we should be today. So it's a cold one out there.
It's a rainy and wet one too, and that's not making for the most ideal morning commute. Let's head out the door to 95. This is northbound just before Academy Road. We do have a crash here. I can't tell you how many lanes it's blocking because, as you can see, there are a lot of raindrops on the camera. It is very wet and rainy out there, but know that there's some police activity and an accident here, so you'll want to slow down as you travel northbound toward Academy Road on 95. Out on the Schuylkill Expressway around the Valley Forge Park exit, just looking at a lot of volume around the Conshohocken Curve, even a lot of volume everywhere on the Schuylkill Expressway, but especially with those wet roads, you have people naturally driving a little bit slower. So it's a good morning to give yourself a little bit of extra time as you head out the door. Expect some slower traffic than you might be used to, even early this morning. This is the scene at Passyunk Avenue. There was a crash out there much earlier that has long since cleared, but definitely seeing a good amount of steady volume as you head eastbound toward the airport as well. And let's get an update on travel times this morning. So far, so good. Even though we are seeing that volume, we're seeing cars on the road, not causing too many issues yet, even where that crash was on 95. Right now, travel times to go northbound from the Vine Street Expressway to Woodhaven Road, 13 minutes as well if you are headed eastbound on the Schuylkill toward the Vine from the Blue Route, and 14 minutes in the other direction, Matt.
All right, thank you, Alyssa. I'm going to be lined up first.
Yes, Matt does not play the lottery, but you can just buy the tickets for us because Aliana and I, we're all in.
Yes,
All right, good morning.
generous.
Good morning, everybody. Let's talk about this dreary pattern. Today is the 8th straight day with at least some measurable rainfall in the area. And this pattern kind of continues through the week. We've got a couple of days where we get a little bit of a break Tuesday and Wednesday, but some showers come late Thursday and into Friday once again. So it's wet at times through this week as well. Storm Tracker 6 with their multi-sweep scan showing it's not much in the city. It's a little drizzle here and there. In Reading, you have a couple of passing showers. It's mostly south of the city at this point where we're seeing the rain, like Dover, Cape May, Millville, and Atlantic City. And that's really the way it's going to stay. Just enough showers in the city to make it feel damp and kind of chilly out there. We're looking at a wider look at the radar, and there we can see some of the heavier cells that are in Roanoke and Richmond, and I think they glide right through South Jersey and Delaware as well. But you can see that we'll see a couple of spotty showers in the city and north and west. We even have some snowfall out in Scranton, out in Williamsport, and out in Binghamton. That colder air kind of waiting in the wings for tomorrow. As we look at future tracker at 9 o'clock, maybe a couple of spotty showers here or there, but that rain is mostly south of the city. You may get some showers at times through the region at lunchtime, but it does look like that steadier rain for the most part is along the coast, and you'll be the last to see it at 5 o'clock in the evening. You still have that rain along the coastline as it tries to exit today. So damp and dreary today. It's not going to rain constantly all day, but it's damp and chilly with temperatures in the low 40s and some of that steadier rain south of the city. I think by 4 or 5 o'clock those temperatures try to bounce up to 47, but normally you'd be in the low 60s, so it feels chilly. So here's what to expect. It's damp and chilly today. Some on and off showers here and there through the afternoon. Some steadier rain is really south of the city, and that's where the heaviest is. The rain lingers at the coast until later on tonight. Tomorrow that sun comes back. It's been a while since we've seen it, right? Comes back tomorrow, but so do the wind chills. We'll have wind gusts 30 to maybe close to 40 miles an hour. So although we have the sunshine, which will be really nice to see, wind chills will only be in the 20s in the morning, even in the afternoon. Wind chills only in the upper 30s tomorrow. You need that heavier coat. Here's your exclusive AccuWeather 7-day forecast. Some rain at times, kind of damp and chilly. 47 for your high. Tomorrow sunny and a cold wind, a high of 47. The overnight low just 30. Likely a widespread freeze Tuesday night. So Wednesday, you've got a cold start, but at least we've got sunshine and 51 in the afternoon. Thursday, we have a lot of clouds that take over. I think the showers hold off till late afternoon or night. 54 for your high. On Friday, some on and off showers through the day, so a rather gray day and 56. Saturday for Passover, the clouds linger. The high is 58 degrees. On Sunday, some sunshine returns with a high of 60. So kind of chilly today and tomorrow, just in the 40s, guys.
Oof.
Need a blankie.
Yes.
I'll say.
Yeah.
Or a cardigan.
Yeah, and some patience out on the road for sure, especially in this rain. We do have some crashes popping up this morning. Let's head out to Route 309 southbound at Hartman Road. This is in Montgomeryville. There is a crash blocking the right lane. It actually looks like just one lane is getting by past this accident. So maybe an area you'll want to avoid this morning, as well as 95 northbound before Academy Road. I know 95 is hard to avoid, so that's an area where maybe you'll pack that patience instead. And I know it's very hard to see. There are raindrops on all of our cameras because of that rain coming down. The roads are wet, so things are moving slowly anyway, but it does look like traffic is getting by that crash. And one more crash that just happened out in Mansfield, New Jersey on the New Jersey Turnpike, but it is in the truck lanes, which is that outer roadway, the two outer lanes. It's just southbound just after the New Jersey Turnpike extension slash the Pennsylvania Turnpike, and it's off into the shoulder, so not causing too many issues there. And keeping in tradition, while Matt Pellman is off, we have our national days today on April 7th. There were many of them, but I narrowed it down to a few. It is National No Housework Day, National Coffee Cake Day, National Beer Day, so maybe neglect that housework with a coffee cake and a beer later, National Girl Me Too Day, which is a day all about celebrating women and bringing them together, National Cheddar Fries Day, it is World Health Day, and National Pet Health Insurance Day. I have a French bulldog, so I'm a big advocate for pet health insurance. I wish I would.
They tend to have breathing problems.
Oh, they have all kinds of problems.
Yeah. I got mine a
too.
401k.
Just kidding.
Yeah, my dog has a retirement plan.
Of course.
I'm interested in the no housework day.
Yes, me
I
too.
plan to stick to that. Thank you, Alyssa. And